Number 5, representing Slovenia, Matej Brakovic. And his opponent representing Finland, Juni Täti. Referee is Steve Dupré from Switzerland. On table number 4, women's division, representing Spain, Maria Teresa Ropero. And her opponent representing Sweden, Linnea Hjalmarström. Referee is Simonas Indrasius from Lithuania. Table number 3, men's division, representing Germany, Moritz Neuhausen. And his opponent representing Hungary, Oliver Solnocki. Referee Tugay Tantura from Turkish Cypriot. Table number 2, women's division, representing Austria, Lena Primoz. And her opponent from Germany, Pia Filler. Referee is Carlo Montenegro from Finland. Men's table number 1, men's division, representing Germany, Joshua Filler. And his opponent representing Netherlands, Niels Feil. Referee Alan Bugas from Croatia. You may play for the leg.
Welcome everybody to the Dynamic Billiards European Pool Championships here in Početrek, Slovenia, the second discipline. And we have reached the last 4. We are playing 10 ball. In the future table we have 2 of the best players in Europe. Niels Feyen from the Netherlands and Germany's Joshua Filler. It's a race to 8, alternating the breaks, and we are breaking from outside the box. So that means there is a box within the kitchen, within the area where you usually break from. You have to put the cue ball outside the box. It's, I believe, 2 diamonds width. So yeah, a repeat. Second time these 2 have played each other. They played the final in the straight pool division. And a replay there. So Niels loses the leg because he's not allowed to move the cue ball, as the referee already placed the cue balls to leg the balls. So there will be Joshua Filler to break in the opening rack. A lot at stake. Also a qualifying moment for the World Games. So the Germans are very motivated to get a big result done here in the 10 ball. But this one came up dry, so first initiative goes to Niels. Nice and square break, just maybe a little bit too soft or not enough stroke. As you see, both the balls going towards the side were too low. Needs a little bit more oomph on the ball. But a tricky layout. As you can see, the 2 ball is difficult to get to, as it only goes in the corner where the 3 ball is. And the 7-8 is pretty tied up. Not exactly sure where he was trying to get the cue ball. Also, they are using a shot clock, so not that much time to
in that corner there.
work everything out,
Left corner.
especially regarding the safety game. Usually that's where people start to
Time.
struggle. I think he was trying to get the 2-ball to the short rail. Found the 6 and the 10. And Joshua's first opening shot on the 2-ball.
Time.
Oh, hit it thin. Too thin. Did not end up with a shot on the 3-ball, so we will see him play safe. Probably the cue ball behind the 6. So 2 rails. Could go 1 rail, but wouldn't mind using the short rail as well. So let's see. 3-ball into the 4. I spoke with Niels right after his quarterfinal match. He said the rails are quite bouncy. It's quite humid inside. So as you could see on the safety Joshua just tried to play, the spin doesn't grab that much and it shortens the angle. So the cue ball got short to get behind the 6. Well, definitely a good try there from Niels. Don't think he's got the hook.
3-ball, side pocket.
Joshua will be kicking from the back, but he was close to stick the cue ball behind the 6. Let's see if Joshua can play the kick and stick and the 3-ball underneath the 6. Did get the cue ball to stick, and I think he's got the full cover with the 5-ball.
Side. 3-ball, side pocket.
Yeah, like you can see, full cover. So good shot from Filler. Niels called side pocket. Looking for a full hit on the 3. Possible to bump the 10. Possible to have the 5 in between and distance. And that came quite short.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I have a feeling they will quite often have the cue ball cleaned, because the combination humidity and dirt on the cue ball is not gonna work together. So I wouldn't be too surprised if that happens a couple more times. Let's see, with a couple good angles on the 6. Could do many things on the 7. Just depending. Let's see, he goes forward. If he puts a cue ball next to the 8, could play low left to run into the 8 to open up the 7. I'd like to be, yeah, I was trying to get maybe a little bit more flat, because the more angle, the more he has to stroke the ball, and when things get humid and the rails get short, you have to really make it, like the stroke has to be longer and gets more sensitive. Have to be more smooth on this. Low left into the 8. Yeah, perfect. Did end up straight on the 7, which
Bank top.
not too sure if he can still.
Touching ball.
7 is touching the rail. I'm just wondering, is the cue ball touching the rail as well? Would like to cheat the pocket just a bit, just a little bit, and draw the cue ball for the 8 in the side. And that 9-ball helped him out there. So when the 10 drops, first rack will be going to Joshua Filler. Niels will be breaking, so basically Filler just defended his own rack. And that's the battle most of the time. If you can make a breaker run on your own break, you can grind out the match and hopefully steal a couple from your opponent. But we all know that in reality, you don't break a run all your own breaks, so it's a good mix in general. A lot of close matches here in the European Pool Championships. Here's that kick, 2 rails, came out quite short. Nice split. And behind the back, a little nudge on the 9 to get to the 8. So it's Fayen to break. Nice square hit, makes a ball in the corner. Oh, that one got a lovely nudge. Was planning to stay along the long rail. Have a look. That 8 ball flies in the corner. Look at the one. The 4 nudges it over. So opening chance for Fayen. Yeah, only thing I could imagine is getting to the 3 ball. To the 2 to the 3 ball is probably key shot here. So stun left for the 3 in the right side pocket. Only thing I could see going wrong is possibly not getting the correct angle on the 7 ball to get to the 9 on top short rail. One rail out to the center of the table from the 4 to the 5. Is a little bit awkward maybe with the 7 and a small angle towards the short rail, so he's playing with top spin into the short rail and back out. Center of the table is okay, doesn't have to get all the way up table. He get just enough. He might have hooked himself. No, based on his body language I would say no. So now it's just a matter of getting the angle to go back to that 9 ball from the 7 to the 9. So, like I mentioned, if the rails are a little bit bouncy, those are shots that sometimes go wrong. Can be very annoying. But he's got perfect on the 9. And this 10 to level the score. On the other tables, you can see the semifinals of the women 10 ball, and also in the back on the left we have the semifinals of the wheelchair division, Also 10 ball, obviously. This was important stroke there on the 5. And then a touchy 6 ball to get the correct angle on the 7. Clean run out from Fayen. Two different breaks. Joshua breaking from the short rail, hand on the rail. Square hit, now making the 2 ball. Just a couple bumps on the 1 and the cue ball.
One
Yeah,
ball.
pretty
Side
square
pocket.
hit still. It's called the bank shot. Yeah, always has been an attacking player, so he's not gonna turn down a bank like this. Can go 2 rails to get on the 3 ball. Beautiful bank shot from Filler. And now main thing we'll be looking at is probably this 3 to the 4. Some traveling, because if he gets straight, could be a little bit annoying to get to the 5 ball. It's not like it's very difficult, but if you have a little angle here and there, it's easier to maneuver. Straight draw. The 6 and the 7 in the same corner. Small angle on the 6 ball. I think he's fine. Would still like to be on the right side of the 7. So stun over enough. Did he get enough angle on the 7, or does he have to play draw? Oh, he had enough angle. So probably center of the table on the 9 ball. No, he chose the outside angle, so probably 3 rails. Short rail, long rail, and the opposite long rail. Top right spin. Oh, he chose to go straight, not play with outside spin. Close to the 10. 2-1, Filler. Yeah, here after the break, beautiful opening shot on the 1. Nice bank shot from Filler. And after that, perfect positions. Don't think there was any doubt in the system to run that rack. So, like I mentioned, Filler breaking with his hand on the short rail, so more distance. Fayen breaking with more impact, but with the hand on the table. Cue ball just okay, past the side. Makes a ball in the left side pocket, and I believe he has a window in between the 6-8. 4 ball drops. From this view, you can see can make the 1 ball. The 2 ball, I would say the 2 ball goes in the corner of the 3 ball. If it does not go, the 1 ball is a little tricky. We'll have to go in between the 5 and the 2 to play the 2 ball in the top left corner. We'll have to spin the ball a lot, so if the 2 ball goes to the corner where the 3 ball is, I'm sure he would choose to play that. Okay, so I think he even got great to play it in the bottom right corner. Like you can see, fits perfectly in there. So after that, all the hard work is done. Now it's mainly make sure you have the correct angles. Like for example, you need a good angle on the 5 to follow for the 6 in the side pocket. And I'd rather be on the left side of the 6 than on the right side, just because you got more space. Less things could go wrong if you play to the right side of the 6 ball, then you might run too short or too far, which can never be the case on the bottom side of the 6. Also, if you look at Niels' patterns, you can see that he's playing such angles where he never really has to force the shot. Or not never, but most of the time he can play pocket speed, slide the ball along the rail, and with this speed you increase the chances of the ball still sliding in. And this is mainly because of the angles he's leaving himself. He doesn't really pound the ball in general, unless you have to, unless it's a shot you get after the break or from your opponent. Maybe we see a bigger stroke on this 8. Two each. Beautiful run out. Break and run from Niels Vijen. Yeah, both of them quite have the resume. If you look at just the discipline 10 ball for Joshua Filler, European champion in 2018. 2018 World Series 10 ball championship. 2021 International Bigfoot 10 ball challenge. Then 2022 Bigfoot Derby City Classic 10 ball challenge. 2023 WPA World Mixed Teams 10 ball champion. And he's won the Bigfoot again this year at the Derby. So 10 ball must be one of his favorites, I would say. Niels also has finished 3rd in the World 10 ball championships in 2008. I also believe he got to the quarterfinal in Vegas. I believe 2020, the year where everything was like about to lock down. It was near the edge. Yeah, Joshua definitely grew up playing more 10 ball than Niels, I would say. 9 ball more traditional back in the day. now most of the tournaments are slowly turning into 10 ball. Or at least most of the big classics from back in the day have turned into 10 ball.
Push out.
So nice squad of the cue ball, maybe a little bit of movement, but that's the thing. I'm sure both players are more worried about making a ball than a perfect cue ball. Did not get a shot on the 1, and there's no carom on the 9 ball. It's too thin, so called the push. Oh, and that 10 ball might have put him behind the 2. I'm quite sure Niels has given it back, yeah. Because Joshua was pushing to a kick shot on the 1.
9 ball. 9 ball. Left
Over
corner.
the short rail, but now the 2 ball is blocking it, so improvisation time. 1 rail kick over the long rail. Called the 9 ball in the corner. Yeah, he's played it well. Beautiful, beautiful hit from Fellow there.
1 ball. Right corner.
The reason why he's called the 9 ball on the side note is because if he had hit the 1, maybe 1/8
1 ball.
thinner,
Corner.
the cue would have run into the 9, and there was a pretty big chance to go. So he was probably playing the safe, but then called the carom because sometimes you don't always hit the sweet spot. Good try, jump bank from Niels, and yeah, taps the table. Knows he's a little bit lucky there. Yeah, also knew that if he would hit it really bad, could have made it over the 4 ball or the 9 ball. Oh, this is a nasty shot. And that's why he did not take it on. Yeah, nice tactical rack. Score is 2 each. Could be a point to where the winner of this rack might gain some momentum. Long table safety here. 2 rails. And the 7. That was the speed. The speed is not there, and he's left a shot on the 1 ball.
1 ball. Left corner. Left goal, right? Yeah. Left corner.
Yeah, nervy shot there from Filler. You see, if you looked at the cue, he kind of poked at it, which is quite unusual to see. Most of the players would know because he's known to be very dangerous. His shooting style usually scares off people, but in this case, this could give Niels a little bit of confidence. So it's back to the grind for Niels.
1 ball. Side.
Oh. Very close, very attacking also. Did not have to play so attacking. In the end, he did not really sell out, but he's given Niels a great chance
6 ball.
to
Corner.
nestle the cue ball behind the 3, but he's called a 6. Of course, he could go aggressive here. The biggest challenge is is where the cue ball is going
Time.
after. You have to go
Attention.
around the 4 ball. Around the 4 and the 7, 2 rails, and the 1 ball has to stay next to the 3. Okay, chose to run to the 9. And I believe it's not blocked. Very sensitive, speed sensitive shot because you have to hold the 1 ball. And if you hit it a little bit thinner or thicker, changes also the position where the 9 ball ends. So played it well and got himself an opportunity here after a missed chance from Feller. Still a little bit of work. If you look at where the 8 is, not a pool player's favorite position to be in. So he's going to try and be a little straighter on the 8 than they usually would play with a crossover shot. Got quite straight on the 7, so can he still go forward 2 rails, maybe 3 rails? Softly bump the 3rd rail. Would be nice to get a small bump. Yeah, I was actually thinking about a little more bump on that 3rd rail. Yeah, the only thing I can imagine him is either force follow. It's very aggressive. Force follow 2 rails to get to the left side of the 9, or draw to the short side of the 9 ball. Yeah, very, very tricky. Thing is that he couldn't put all the stroke in there because the scratch was on there, but he didn't want to leave himself too crazy much angle. So that's where you get the in between, and he's got dead straight on the 9. So might have to choose for cheat the pocket and take a long 10 ball, yeah. And this is the first time Niels can actually hurt Feller, because he had the opportunity this rack, but then missed the 1 ball. Yeah, so there it is. Big 10 ball. Like I mentioned before, could be a huge momentum swing. Before, the momentum was kind of looking for a direction to go. Didn't know yet who was going to be the one to favor from it. Jump bank try from Niels, almost off the 9. And then this is that missed opportunity I was talking about on the 1 ball. And here, the start of his run for Niels, and then this long 10 ball. 3-2, fire. So 6th rack. Fine's turn to break. 7 gets on the point, but the 2 drops. Great cue ball and nice 1 ball waiting for him. Just some traveling here and there, but no clusters. So main thing to get from the 5 to the 6 ball is definitely his next challenge. Maybe a little bit short, longer 5 ball. Nonetheless, still has a good chance on the 5 ball. Can play stun left, crossover for the 6. And the 7 is nearby the 6 ball, so this is key shot to get a 2-game lead, which in these alternate break formats is so important to gain a 2, sometimes 4-game lead. Such a big thing. Played it nice, just got very straight on the 6. Probably the only shot he did not want on the 6 ball. Yeah, what do you play here? Do you go a little bit follow, half a diamond and shoot the 7 to the corner? Or do you draw back exactly a diamond? Try to cheat the pocket. Yeah, just a small, slight positional error from the 5 to the 6 causes him to miss the 6 ball. He really tried to get off the rail just that little bit. Yeah, kind of a gift from Niels to Joshua. So this 10 to level the score once again for what could have been a 4-2 lead for Fayen. 3 each. Let's see on the other tables. We have Maite, Maria Teresa Ropero and Linia Jolmarstrom. Jolmarstrom, excuse me. My Swedish is not the best. Maite Ropero now up 4-0 against the young Swede. Pia Filler up 3-1 against Lena Primus. A player who's been doing very well. She also reached the final in the straight pull division, Lena. She actually played Pia Filler. So Pia already has one title, looking to get to the final and play and hopefully beat for her Maite Ropero or Hjalmar Strom. Back to the break. Good break from Joshua. Look at that cue ball. Makes a 5 in the side. One ball does drop in the corner. That's probably not what he was looking to do. Most of the time they are looking to have that one ball around the corner. But I do believe that 2 ball bounces enough off the rail to have a shot. He is not too sure, so I should not be too sure either. In the wheelchair division semi-final, we have Matej Brajkovic and Unitati Brajkovic 3-0 up, and Hendrik Larsson is playing Emil Malanovsky. Larsson up 3-1. So let's get back to this match. This 2 ball, does it go? If you look at the layout, everything wide in the open, makes such a big difference if the 2 does go or not. So apparently it does not, and
2 ball, corner.
does get a safety, but there is a jump and definitely an opportunity Niels is wanting to take. Close. Is there any luck? Does that 2 ball get behind the 8? I would say he's left the 2 ball on for Filler. The other semi-final, Moritz Neuhausen, also from Germany. He's up 4-1 against Oliver Zolnocki from Hungary. Could be having an all-German final later this evening. A big long shot on the 3. Nicely done. Needs a little bit more work on this though, because the 6 only goes inside. And as straight as possible would be ideal, so low left. Done past the 8. Great stroke. This young man can be so dangerous when he finds that rhythm. Not only then, but yeah, he gets in that punch when he finds that rhythm.
Fine. Extend.
Let's see if he's gonna draw past the side pocket. Yeah, 2 rails. Well, he's played 2 rails. Kind of surprised. He's not happy there. Was wondering if he could hold the cue ball, a soft draw past the side, but maybe he found it too sensitive. Of course, can still cut the 9. More distance from 10. He's missed the 9. Did he get some luck? Did that 10 ball get in between? I don't think so. What a mistake from Joshua Filler. I mean, I'm not 100% sure he's left the 9 ball on, but I'm pretty sure
Extension.
that most of the people were not expecting him to miss that 9 ball. Yeah, he's left it on. How does the cue ball end up on the 10? 50-50. Tricky to both corners. Pure preference, probably top left corner, with low left. Has to draw the cue ball away from the scratch.
9.
Oh, and misses the 10.
Extension.
Couple
Extension.
missed opportunities from both players. Oh, yeah, he's not happy there either. Had a huge skid, bad contact on that 10 ball. Almost missed it thick. Well, in the end, it did go in. Filler now leading 4-3. Here's that safety played after the break. Left Neil straight on the jump. He's missed the jump. Nice long shot from Joshua, and then here is that 9 ball he's missed. And I actually think he skidded as well on that. So 8 rack. Niels is breaking. Oh, the cue ball just past the side, but that's the little difference is with this breaking out of the box.
Push out.
Is that he's hit it a little bit thin on the left side, causing to change the path of the balls going towards the side. And that's how it came up dry. Interesting push out. Quite sure Niels is not gonna attack. So if he plays something, it's a safety. Probably, yeah, cue ball behind the 4, I would say. But then where are you going to play the 1 ball to? Yeah, I'm not exactly sure if I like the shot. The thing is, I do like what he was trying to play with the cue ball. It's just how to get the 1 ball out was quite tricky. It was a difficult shot, difficult safety. And still, it's not like he's sold out for Niels. Still has to come up with a big shot on the one. Yeah, missed the one. What has he given Joshua here? I believe it's a straight one. Still has to draw the cue ball. And then also the 4 doesn't go past the 5 in the corner, so this rack is far from over. Makes the 1, little nudge on the 10. Yeah, I was hoping for the cue ball to stop earlier, so was he trying to get underneath? So in between the rail and the 4 on the 4 ball? Don't exactly know what he was trying to get to anyways. But now he did get dead straight, so he might have to play.
Extension.
Might have to play the carom on the 5, unless the 4 does go, but from this angle, I would not say the 4 ball goes to the corner.
5 ball. 5 ball.
Yeah, from here he can play the combo. I'm not too surprised. The only thing is it's a little guessing where the 5 ball's gonna, the 4 ball's gonna end up after. He might run into the 4 again. No, he's played it very well. Good control there. Yeah, like I mentioned before, 2 of Europe's finest players in action here. Does it get any better than this? So, stun off the rail. Probably gonna try and get to where the 1 ball is racked. 2 rails. Maybe a little bit short, but he actually ended up with a nice angle to go 1 rail back up over the short rail. Yeah, with the lines he's playing, he's always arriving in such a big positional area where he can't really go wrong. Yeah, so now Filler extends his lead to a 5-3. He's found the 2-game window and an alternate break. Could be very important. So safety try from Filler, found the 3 ball. No cover. Then still tricky shot for Niels, who missed that 1 ball. And then straight draw from Filler. Beautiful combination. If you look at how well he controlled the balls, and then this 10 to get the 5-3 lead. Joshua Filler is up. Let's go over the other scores real quick. Moritz Neuhausen 5-2 against Oliver Zolnocki. Pia Filler now up 4-1 against Lena Primus. Maria Teresa Ropero 6 6-0 win against Linia Yolmarstrom. So our first finalist in the women's final from Spain. Brajkovic 3-1 up against Tati, and Larsson 3-2 up against Malinovsky. Let's go back. Here we've seen the break. Try break. And well, I would not say what a gift, but what a chance for Fayen. Could return the serve on filler if he runs this out and a breaker run from his own. So small draw. Doesn't have to get very straight on the 4, just make sure you can make the 4 and you can still get off the rail. He actually did draw quite a bit. So I expect him to play the top side of the 5 now. Can still stun, cheat the pocket a little bit and stun with a hair of right spin, running towards the 5. A small angle towards the short rail. So now, yeah, a couple different options he could play. Sometimes people would opt to go to the side pocket with the 6, but you don't want to go around the traffic. You want to stay away from the traffic. That's why he's choosing this route. Left himself a little bit more angle on this 6, so it needs smooth draw, very smooth acceleration to land the cue ball right in between the 7 and the side pocket on the rail. Yeah, did put great stroke on that 6 ball. A lot of quality in that stroke. So this 10 to close the gap by 1 game. 5-4, still trailing, but he'll be breaking. A possible chance to get to 5 each. Yeah, we'll have to watch out because the cue ball did drift more to the left last time he broke. Needs more square hit on the 1 ball. That's more important than a lot of power or... Oh, and he's overdone it. Look, oh, both balls hitting the points of the side pocket. That could be crucial for this match. Look at the cue ball. Broke very nice cue ball. 2 ball gets too high, 4 ball gets too high, and nothing else threatening the pocket. wide open table. The only thing I could see being very difficult is to get from the 4 to the 5. If he gets as straight as possible or a small angle on the 5 ball, this rack is most likely going Filler's way. But what has he done here? What is happening? I know the rails are fast and I know it's very humid in here. I can feel in the commentary booth, I feel my hands are quite sticky as well. And this is not just the nerves. So I was trying to go 2 rails and look at this. What a mistake from Filler. Looks a little bit out of sorts. I felt he still was able to kill the cue ball off the 2 ball towards the 3. He tried to go twice the long rail, and that cut shot was not a gimme to spin the cue ball and the 3 ball in. So like I mentioned, this is key shot here. If he can get in between the 9 and the 8, or at least a little bit on the right side of the 5 ball, many things he could do. Probably would play just draw right in between. Oh, well, the rails are fast, but I think he's got a great angle on this 5. Can float the 5 ball in with touch of left. If he ends up where the 5 ball is now, or maybe a little straighter, it's okay. Now, this is always interesting because Niels does always like to put the stroke in the shot. So to where I like to float the ball in sometimes, he decided to go back and forth.
Extension, clean cue ball.
To get a little bit more angle on this 6 ball. And not exactly sure how easy it will be to hold the cue ball on the left side of the 7. So he might play the same thing with inside. Cut the 6 in. No, I don't. Tough. He might have to play soft here. That's what he's played. Yeah, great shape on the 7. Decided to go 2 rails because with this bouncy rails you're most likely to have the 8 towards the corner, and if it reacts a little bit more than you expected, you always have the 8 in the side. So he chose a big area where he would always have a shot to play with. So float in that 9 ball, 10 ball in the corner. This to level the score once again. The score is now 5 each. We've got a match here. Slowly, there's some tension on the table. I feel Niels is now a little bit more comfortable. Filler is a little bit, not aggravated, but a little bit triggered by his feel for the table. Which is not strange, everybody's trying to have 100% control on everything they do. And this is where everything went wrong for Filler. Back and forth for Niels. And this 10. 5 each, race to 8, alternating breaks. What a match we've had. This time, nothing going. Solid break, maybe. Yeah, what can you say? Just look at the 5 and the 3 ball. The 3 ball got high and the 5 got just a smidge low. Yeah, would you say he understroked it or he broke too firm? Honestly, I think it was a good break, just unlucky not to make something. Did get a little luck to not leave the 1 ball open or leave a shot on the 1 ball. I am wondering though, can Niels kick in between the 2 and the 8? Catch the left side of the 1, send the 1 ball down table.
Thank you. 1 ball, corner.
Oh, he can even see enough to call the bank, and he's gonna get the cue ball behind the 5-7, 10-6, just in case.
Time.
From this view, it really doesn't look like he has that much from the 1 ball. Could be tricky. Oh. Oh, look at that cue ball. Definitely played a one pocket stylish shot here on the 1 ball. But look at that cue ball. That could have easily dropped the given ball in hand to filler. What a hit. Definitely cannot complain about the outcome, filler. Super thin contact on the 1. Feathered off the 4.
Time.
Oh, look at that cue ball. Beauty from Fayen. Some strong defense. Length of the table draw. No, not even draw. He played top spin to kill the cue ball behind the 4. Very clever shot.
Foul.
Oh, that was so close hitting the 1, and he hit the 10 ball first. So a chance for Fayen to steal the rack on Joshua's break. So I believe the 7 ball does go to the corner. It's going, well, could go 1 rail, could go 2 rails. I do like to play this with 2 rails towards the center of the table. That way you're guaranteed to have the 5. perfect on the 5. Looks like if he can drift a little bit forward, could go 1 rail to the center of the table of the 6. From the 6 to the 7. Especially from this view, it looks like the 7 does go in the same corner as the 5 ball. The other men's semi-final, now 5-4. Neuhausen still leading against Solnoki, but small comeback there from the Hungarian. Yeah, balls are laying really well from here, so good positional play from Niels. And this 10 to take Filler's serve, Filler's break. It's now 6-5. And Niels will be breaking for a chance to get on the hill first. 6-5. This is the foul here. Look at this. What a gap he's found there. A little bit unlucky. Good 2-rail position on the 5. I think Niels played the 7 with topspin just because he was not sure if he would play stun and he could only hit it on the thick side, so over the long rail. He wants to play it a little bit softer. Maybe he was not able to see the full 7 ball there. So clever shot. Niels breaking for a chance on the hill. Makes the 8, makes the 3, makes 3 balls on the break. Cue ball gets the kiss, and yeah, I mean, is it luck? Is it unlucky? I mean, cue ball was a little bit wild there. So a lot of bad things could have happened also. On the other side, he made 3 balls on the break, still at the table, and could possibly play a kick and stick on the 1 ball, leave the cue ball behind the 4-6 and the 1 ball next to the 2 ball. Look at that cue ball. What a beautiful shot from Fayen. And this is one of the reasons why it's so tough to play him. Very strong defense, this guy.
Time.
Yeah, has to. Oh, I'm wondering, can he go 3 rails? Long rail, short rail, the opposite long rail. Try to catch the 1 ball full and send the 1 down table towards the short rail. Joshua is wanting to go 1 rail. I think the window is so small. You have to bend around the 6.
Corner. 1 ball. corner.
Oh, and he's found a route around the one ball. Yeah, Niels is locking Joshua up in this matter. His strong defense. Niels is earning the opportunities. So only the 7 ball that doesn't go past the 9, obviously, to that corner. So we'll have to go travel just a bit on the 6. Looks to be as straight as he can be on the 4. Can he play the straight draw? Oh, well, he did get straight on the 6. Yeah, he's not happy there. And why is he not happy? Because to judge the speed on this draw can be very sensitive, especially if he plays the top side of the 7 for the 7 in the bottom right corner. You're crossing your positional area, so the speed has to be on point. Now, if he cheats the pocket and draws the cue ball towards the bottom side of the 7 for the 7 in the side pocket, he has a little bit more margin of error. Played at double speed, guaranteeing a shot on the 7. I think he's got perfect to the corner. I think he's played it absolutely perfect. To get on the hill. Niels Vijen. And this is gonna put some pressure on Filler. What safety he's played here. Look at this. Played it with draw. Killed the cue ball off the 1 behind the 6. And here Filler finding a way to go around the 1 ball, and especially on the bouncy rails, super difficult to do. And here's that nice draw shot. Played it into the rail and out to guarantee a shot on the 7. And this 10 ball to get on the hill first. Feller breaking. Quite some pressure on this break. Cannot afford himself to make any more mistakes. See now Moritz Neuhausen up 6-4 against Oliver Zolnocki. The women's final at 7:30, I believe, tonight is between Pia Filler and Maria Teresa Ropero. And Emil Malinowski, wheelchair division from Poland, has beaten Henrik Larsson 5-3 and is already in the final, waiting for either Brajkovic or Tati. So there's Phil's break. Yeah, then again, nothing going in, nothing finding the pocket, and I don't know what's worse for Filler. The fact that he's having a dry break, or the fact that Niels almost every break has the first open shot on the 1 ball as well. Like he can He can lock up Filler from the first inning. Like every time Filler gets to the table, he's hooked or facing trouble just because of the brake not working. And now if the brake is not working but you leave your opponent hooked, the odds are quite even. It's called the one in the corner. Look at this. What a shot from Filler. Wow.
5 ball, side.
Coming up when it matters most. What a fabulous shot from Joshua Filler there. Like I said, cannot afford to make any more mistakes. And then pulls out the bunny out of the hat. What a shot was that. Now this 2 ball, not sure, can he draw enough to get to the left side of the 3 ball? So this shot should get him back on track. Back to routine. Very nice cueing on that 4 ball. Like I mentioned, now he's back with perfect angles. Left spin on this. 1 rail back out. Straight or basically anything on the 8 is fine. Showing us that the pressure that's on him is not hurting him that much yet. Or maybe never, who knows. 7-6, refusing to give up. And of course, a couple days ago, Filler has lost against Niels in the final of the straight pool. So there is revenge always. So that's a safety from Niels. Nice safety. But then Filler pulls out this beauty of a 2-rail kick and shape on the 2 ball. Look at this. For me personally, maybe the best shot I've seen so far this week. Did overcut the break a little bit, but again makes 3 balls on the break. And the 1 sits right in front of the corner. Look at his break. You see the cue ball did overcut a little bit. That's how it found the 4-railer. But the cue ball got stopped. Look at this for a result. This could be over. So let's see, 2 rails to the center of the table. That's what he's aiming for. Oh, he went rail first. Wasn't sure if he could cheat the pocket enough, so clever shot. perfect on the 2-ball, and knowing him, he likes to play this always 2 rails. Some players would like to hold the cue ball. He's letting the cue ball go 2 rails. Positive stroke, positive speed. Yeah, did hold back just a tad there. So now I would expect him to play stun left, 2 rails towards the 5-ball. Yeah, this way, as long as you hit that second rail, you're almost straight or super small angle on the 5. What a match we've had here. Yeah, small little detail there to put some draw, so he would have this angle to get to the 9 instead of having an angle going up table. Especially under the pressure, you don't want to do too much of the traveling. That's where you see the speed is a little off or you don't get there. So 3 balls remaining for Fayen's second final this week. Let's see this 9-ball. Is he going 2 rails around the 10 or is he going 1 rail to the top side? So here it is. This 10-ball for a spot in the final. Niels Fayen is through. He beats Joshua Filler 8-6. What a match. Still, congrats to Joshua for a great result, finishing 3rd. And we will see Fayen later against Moritz Neuhausen or Oliver Zolnocki, who are now 6-5. So thank you all for tuning in. Make sure you tune in at, I believe, 7:30 local time in Slovenia. We'll have the final. Thank you, and we'll see you then.